നമ്മള്
Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Technology, Anna University, Chennai. She holds a PhD from Anna University and has over 15 years of experience in teaching and research. Her areas of expertise include wireless network security, IoT, and blockchain. Dr. Neelavati Pari has published extensively with over 30 research papers and books, and her work has earned more than 260 citations. She has received several awards, including the Best Teacher Award and Best NSS Program Officer Award from Anna University. She also serves as the course coordinator for network engineering under the Non Mudalvan initiative. We are delighted to have her with us today as our chief guest.
Thank you, Divine Ma'am. Ma'am, the session is over to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So, so I'm, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible, ma'am.
Okay. So very good afternoon to one and all present here. So it is my great privilege to be part of this faculty development program. Okay, I think it is a very unique topic what has been selected, so which is most required for the professors or the teaching fraternity. So the topic was given as AI pedagogy, that is integrating how am I going to use the artificial intelligence in modern classrooms. So here, this is the fifth day, I think. The first 2 days, so you have been given foundations, that is understanding the AI landscape in the education. I think you have been given introduction to a few of the tools. You have been given introduced how to use the chat GPT, Copilot, Gemini, and how can you use some tools for creating the curriculum, that is Curipod, Magic School. Uh, then the third and the fourth day, you have been given introduction to the pedagogical applications and assessment. Okay, so where we have been integrating teaching, learning, and evaluation tools we have learned. That is, what are the tools used for the smart classroom? That is, how can I make a quiz? Okay, how can I do the lesson planning? So many of the work get reduced by this AI tool, and how effectively are we going to use as a professor? How am I going to use this tool, and what all the innovations you can make, what are the policies to be followed when you're going to use the artificial intelligence, and few of the research topics also I have considered here. That is a future direction how it can be done. Okay. Uh, Okay, so first to begin with, I'll start with the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. So what policies they have made to integrate AI into the education. Okay, so so we should be happy that the International Day of Education is celebrated every year. That is 24th Jan, and it has decided this year. That is 2025. Almost we are to the end of the year. UNESCO dedicates the International Day of Education to artificial intelligence. Okay, so what I was telling about Winston Jones that you have selected a very appropriate topic, as UNESCO has dedicated this year, that is International Day of Education, for the artificial intelligence. Okay, so we are having out, that is AI offers major opportunities for the education. So it can be deployed in the schools as well as in the colleges, but it should have the clear ethical principles to reach its full potential. So how this artificial intelligence, so which is spread over all the industries, how this can be used in the academics. Okay, so this technology must complement, so it should give an additional era for the human and the social dimension. It can be for the learning as well as for teaching, but it cannot replace a teacher. Okay, a teacher cannot be replaced by the artificial intelligence, but still we can use artificial intelligence. So it must become a tool. It should be a tool for the teachers to give the service. Okay, so this has been given with these 3 points has been clearly delivered by UNESCO Director General Audrey. Okay, so here under the theme, what is AI and education? So what is AI and education? How the education can be provided by AI? So you have to preserve the human agency in the world of automation. Okay, so this was a international day. They have given the that is reflection of power of education. So where it has to equip every individuals, committees, and understand how we are going to influence the technological advancement. Okay, as a computer and AI driven system becoming more sophisticated. So before, so we used to write everything by hand. Now we are having all the system, and everything whatever we need is going to be generated, and how it can be used. So here we should clearly understand that is a human intention. So what is my intention? That is a professor, what I have to deliver in the class, what I have to do to my students, what I have to do to build the community, what I can give to the society. Okay, it is going to be the human intention, and the whatever I am intending, so that should be given from the machine driven action. So it doesn't mean that whatever I think I should be doing it. If I'm going to give some instruction, so the system, that is the machine, is going to be an assist for us, so which is going to do this. Okay, so there should be a clear boundary. So whatever the human is doing, the human has to do. Okay, so machine is going to be only an assistant. Okay, so how to preserve this, how can I redefine it, and how can I elevate the human agency in the age of technical acceleration. Okay, so if I'm going to talk about the AI, so we are having our 10 stages of AI. So if you're going to give more preference, so I'll be saying out machines are becoming human and humans are becoming machines. Okay, so that should not be there. So we should see to that machine is going to be only an assist for us, which can help in doing our work. Okay. So here, how this AI for education excellence can be used. So when I'm going to integrate the artificial intelligence in education, there should be some transformation. There should be some transformation opportunity, so which can create personalized, equitable, and effective learning experience. Okay, so the experience, it is going to be for the teachers as well as for the students. Okay, I'll repeat it. So the integration, so when I'm going to bring, now I'm having an education system, and I'm going to bring the artificial intelligence into my education system, there should be some transformation, which is going to bring, I should have a personalized, equality should be there, and effective learning experience. Okay, so artificial intelligence is revolutioning education. It is giving a personalized learning experience. Okay, one to one. So whatever I intend, I can learn anything. Okay, personalized learning experience should be there, or the self learning should be there with your guidance. Then we are having an automatic administrative task. So how many hours you are learning today? So what are the new things you have learned today? Okay, so how this new learning, how you are going to reflect in your project, how it is going to affect the society. So all these things are accountable, which is going to provide educators with the powerful data driven insights. Okay, so if I wanted to evaluate myself, okay, if I wanted to evaluate myself, so what is how much I have learned today? Okay, how many hours I have spent for learning? So where I have used? Okay, all this data driven insights can be given. Okay, even for the students, for the faculty members. Okay, so as the classrooms are evolving with the AI tools, so now the AI tools are becoming very essential. So which is going to create an adaptive, engaging learning environment that meet the diverse need of every student. So no more it is going to be the traditional method of teaching. So if I'm going to teach in the older method, so the older method was teacher centric method. Okay, so you know that we have been using the it was a teacher centric method. So in the teacher centric method, what happens is I will be teaching for all the 1 hour. For 50 minutes, I'll be standing, I'll be writing something on the board, I'll be delivering my talk. Okay, and the students has to listen. So that was a traditional method we have been following. So now it has been changed to the student centric. Okay, so you give them, you motivate them, you guide them. Okay, let the learning happens as a collaborative learning. Okay, the students, they can collaborate along with their faculty members and they can do the learning, blended learning. Both the teachers and the students learn together the new technologies, how they are going to learn, blending learning. So you can form a small team, okay, and you can ask the students to be in a team, and you can give some topic, they will prepare and they can present. So you can guide them whatever the learnings they are having out, how they can apply it for the society or for the applications. You can do that. Okay, or else, so instead of doing of 50 minutes of teaching, 20 minutes of teaching can be taken, and 20 minutes or 10 minutes you can give a break. You can ask the students to sit in a group and work. Okay, and or else what you can do is you can use some uh, tools. That is, you can ask the students to take the mobile. They can have their mobile or any gadgets, whatever they are using. You can give an instant quiz, Kahoot, so many there, or you can ask them to poll. Okay, polling method or quiz method, or they will be having all rights to talk about the topic. So that kind of education should be built in the classrooms. Okay, that is how you are going to integrate the AI. Okay. Okay. So, what are the key benefits if I'm going to use this? If I'm going to introduce AI means, so you will be experiencing the personalized learning. Then I can have the data analysis. Okay, it can leverage analytical thinking or to identify what is the learning pattern. Okay, so you can predict the students' performance and make informed instruction. Okay, informed instruction. So for example, so if I'm going to take educational data analysis means, so we are having about so many types of learning. So what is the traditional way of learning now today? We are having out, so let it be 60 students in my class. Okay, I'm going to teach. So all the 60 students will be taught either with a PowerPoint presentation or a blackboard method. You will be teaching it out. Am I right? So how many of you can I have? How many of you do this PowerPoint presentation teaching, or how many of you do only the Blackboard presentation? In the Blackboard, I write, I chalk, talk and chalk. How many of you are there? So can you just raise your hands, or you can turn on your mic and you can say me, so that it can be an interactive session. Anyone?
Ma'am, we use both now. We do presentation also and we use the board also, ma'am.
Oh, okay. You use board as well as the
Yes,
presentation.
as well as the presentation also.
Okay, so we are doing this to all the 60 students in the class. Do you think all the 60 students will be capable of listening to you and they will be appreciating the way we are teaching? So there are different types of learning styles. So some like to do kinesthetic way, that is, they do the project. So from the practical only they will be learning. Some they will be learning through the music. Some likes to draw and learn. Okay, they will be drawing. They with the drawings they will like to learn. Few people will learn. Okay, so they, with the exam point of view, they can learn. They will by heart whatever is there. I by heart and I can recite that. There are different types of people in our class, sitting in the class. Okay, not that everyone is going to have the same caliber or capacity. Are we giving a personalized learning to them? Are we doing that justice to the students? So here, this kind of analysis, that is educational data analysis. So you will be able to, you can use some AI tool, I'll be talking about it, AI tool. So identify what is the learning pattern of the students. So now this generation, I think everyone will go with me. So we see all the students. So how many minutes, or if I'm going to take 1 hour class, how many minutes the students will be attentive in your class? If it is the first hour, you're going for the first hour class. How many hours the students will be attentive? How much you can deliver, whatever you're delivering, how much it can be grasped by the students. Any guess or anyone can say? Have you ever thought about it? So I'm going into the class, I'm going to teach today. I have prepared for 15 minutes class. And how many of you have seen the student's face, and psychologically how much you can think that they are ready for learning, they are ready to grasp whatever you are going to think. I have prepared for the class for the 50 minutes, that is my duty. So if I go and deliver, what is the use of that? Right? So as a teacher, so what you can do is you can identify what is the learning patterns. So the first hour class in the morning and the first hour in the afternoon will not be the same, right? So the survey says that, today's survey says that the students will be alert only for the first 7 minutes. How much I can give for the 7 minutes? 20 years back, it was 20 minutes. Okay, so what we have to introduce some audio content or video content or a playway method, that is gamification. Now we are having on how through the games, how the teaching can be enhanced. So we can learn that learning patterns of the students can be learned, and that can be got through the students' performance, and through that you are going to give the instructional is going to change. That is the method of delivery, the content delivery can change based on the students' learning patterns. Okay, so we have to take some time to learn what is the learning pattern of the students. Then automated assessment. Okay, so we are going to streamline the grading and evaluation process, some tools. Okay, it is not necessary that a teacher should sit and do the evaluation. Okay, so you can get a instant feedback, as well as this can reduce the workload. Okay, so one of the, I don't know how many of you love to evaluate the paper. So in our classes, in my class, I'm having out 90 students. So for 90 students, if I wanted to evaluate, it takes more than 5 days for me. I have to sit at least 3 hours in a day to evaluate it. If some the evaluation is going to be done, if it is going to be automated, so that time I can focus on my research, right? So you will be getting some automated assessment tools, which can be done with your AI. Okay, and interactive learning tools. So you can engage the students by using the simulation, or you can take them for the virtual tour, or the dynamic content that makes the students more immersive and effective. Okay. So that is through the simulators. For example, so if I wanted to teach the networking concept, okay, so how your system has been connected, okay, if I wanted to teach, I can go with some simulation tools. Okay, so I'm having out Cisco router package, how it can be designed. So through that, you can help the students to learn. Then accessibility enhancement. So here for the real-time translation or voice recognition of the students with the diverse learning needs can be given with the accessibility enhancements. So some of the AI tools in action is, so we need tools for intelligent tutoring system. Then we need the LMS, that is learning management system. So where all the practicals, where the assignments, all the tests, whatever you're going to have, everything is going to be in your system. If I wanted to know about the students, if I get into that LML portal, it is going to give me, so what all the coursework they have done, so what all the, I can progress the academic, what is the academic performance I can track, and some recommendations can be made based on these tools. Okay, and we can give some virtual reality simulations. So we can use AR, VR to give the real experience for the students. Okay, so we have seen many of the AR, VR tools, and and it is one of the research area which is emerging one. And we can use the language, automated or natural language processing. So for this, we'll be using all the, these are some of the tools we are using. So next slide. See, am I, so you want me to, is my presentation okay? Are you able to follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right. So here I'm going to talk about the innovations and the policies. So innovation, what all the innovations are there in AI for education? What are the innovations I can make in education? Okay. So here, how am I going to integrate artificial intelligence in the modern classroom? Okay. And how this transformational shift in education or blend in the innovations with the policy, how this learning environment is going to be made. So you have to imagine a classroom. Your classroom is equipped with all the AI tools. Okay, or I can say it is going to be something like a smart classroom. So where I'm having all the IoT devices are enabled, you're having all the ubiquitous computing is being involved. So here, this is going to be a smart classroom. Okay, so how AI is going to make the classroom as a smart classroom. Okay, so here it has to give a space for the personalized learning. So the students, individual student, what is the individual student needs? So the subject has to be tailored and it has to be given in that way. So if I'm going to be, yes, a content is there, if the student can learn through the project way, so for it, we have to create a space and give the how he will be doing its, how the content can be learned through the project. Some they will be learning, some they will be teaching, through the teaching they will be learning, the team as a group leader. So that way you can make the learning in a personalized way. So now we are having our Swayam, that is NPTEL courseworks, all these things, where the students can do the self-study with the help, that is self-study in the sense, there also it has been assisted with a professor, okay, and they will be giving all the assignments, but irrespective of the time is not a mandatory. As we have the college timing from 8 to 4, we don't have any timings. Anytime, whenever he wish, he can learn that. Okay, through the assignments and through taking up the final exam, he will be analyzed. Then, intelligent tutoring system. So where we can get the feedback and support. Then automated grading. So when the students write the exams, when they complete the exams, automatically the grading should be there. There is paper evaluation should be done. So that the educators need not spend more time on evaluating, so they can focus on the teaching. Then you will be having got many language processing, that is through the speech recognition, some translation tools can be used. Okay, so what is the, if I'm having an international school, or if I'm having many language speaking students in my class, so I can have a tool so that I will be talking in one language. So if I'm having a headphone, if the students are using a headphone, okay, my medium of instruction is going to be in English. Okay, but based on the requirement, if a Kannada people is sitting, if Kannada medium student, if he is hearing, so it will be translated into Kannada. If I'm going to be a Tamil speaking, it has to be converted into Tamil. English will be translated into Tamil. English will be translated into French. English will be translated into German, Japanese. So you can make it to be a linguistic. Okay, for that you will be having out the language processing tool. That is translation tool will be used. Then this will be, so when I'm going to use the AI, so I can identify the risk in the students. Okay, what kind of learner he is, whether he is not able to understand, Okay, in the beginning of the semester, or the beginning of the year, the initial stage itself, when I'm going to understand what kind of student, okay, so he is, where he is missing, what kind of content has to be given to them. So all those things can be predicted. It can be done in the earlier analysis itself. So this tool will be helping me to do the predictive analysis for the individual student. Okay, so these are the innovations I have to make for the education. So when you're going to consider the policy, when I'm going to consider the policy consideration, so we know that very well. So when I'm going to design a robo, okay, a robo which is intended for this particular application, so I will be having some rules for developing the, so policies. I can say it as a policies. Can I develop the robo of my wish? Okay, I'm developing a robo, okay, which is going to replace me as a professor. I'm whatever subject I'm going to teach, whatever I'm doing, the robo is going to do. So should I follow some rules or laws for developing this robo? Anyone? So when I wanted to develop a robo, so there are three laws of robotics I have not mentioned in the slide. Okay, the three laws, just I'll say what are the laws. The robo may not injure a human being or allow the human being to come to harm. So I cannot, the robo what I am creating, okay, what I am going to create, it should not injure, it should not come and assault the human being. So that is a very first law. So that is, it is going to be given in the handbook of robotics, handbook of robotics. If it has been so developed, that is, robo may not injure a human being. So I have to verify, I have to do the testing. The robo should not do the injury to the human being. The robo must obey the orders given by human being. Okay, the orders given by human being, except where such order would conflict the first law. Law one another, what is the law one? It should not injure the human being. So if I'm using the robot to injure another professor, so it should not happen. That is, the robot must obey. So it has to obey my order. I'm telling the robot, okay, go and beat that. If I'm going to say, it is clear that it should not injure. It has to follow the first law. Okay, it should not go against the first law. And the robo must protect its own existence as long as protection does not conflict with the first and the second law. So these are the three laws which has been developed. Okay, three laws presented in the handbook of robotics. Okay, these are going to be the policies. So I have to consider when I'm going to develop a robot. So when you are going for the education, when I'm going to induce or when I'm going to inculcate AI, artificial into my learning, so I have to follow some policies, isn't it? So the policy makers, if you're going to be the policy maker, so you have to ensure that there is a ethics in usage. Am I following the ethics? So everything is going to be for the humankind. Whether I'm going to follow the ethics. Okay. So ethics, that is, which is going to ensure AI respects students' privacy. Okay, students' privacy, whether it is going to be ensuring. Then equity. Okay, bridging the digital device to prevent AI from inequalities. It has to have the equity, all the students' equity. It should not, bossism should not be there. Then the teacher training should be there. That is professional development for educators to effectively. So tomorrow I can. So you have attended the faculty development program. From tomorrow you are going to involve AI in the classroom. Means that is not possible. So they have to be given the training, the through the faculty training program and through the hands-on experience or hands-on workshop should be provided for the teachers to learn. Okay, so this is again one of the policy makers. So when I'm going to introduce AI into my classroom, so these things should be given. Then curriculum integration. So I have to align AI tools along with my education. I have to align the AI tools with educational standards and the learning outcomes. I don't know how many of you hear today's news. In today's news, they have been telling out the education policies. the artificial intelligence subject has to be introduced in the class 3, third standard. From the third standard, AI should be introduced to the students. It is a new education policy which amendment has been made. Okay, and there should be accountability. Okay, you have to establish guidelines for AI role in decision making. That is how the grading is going to be done based on what the admission is going to be made. So all this policy consideration, when I'm going to be the policy maker, okay, the top level management always, they will be involved in the policy consideration. They'll be making all the policies. The future of AI. Okay, this is going to be some of the consideration what I have to make. So few things are there yet to discuss. The future of AI in education includes, if I'm going to introduce AI, so I'll be having out hybrid classrooms. Hybrid classrooms in the sense, so I'm going to blend AI with a human teaching for the balanced approach. I don't know how many of you have seen during the COVID, most of our classes have gone online. Okay, in Kerala, one of the teacher, when she wanted to explain about the elephant to the, I think, third or fourth standard classroom, through her mobile, she has brought through the, she has brought an elephant in front of the system. Okay, so through the virtual reality, elephant has been brought in front of the classroom, and she started to explain it. Okay, so here we are blending AI with the human teaching. Okay, then AI literacy. So teaching students to understand and evaluate the AI technologies. Excuse me. So we should be able to have the literacy to the students, okay, to understand what is the criticality of using the AI technologies. So if I'm giving an assignment, today all our students, what they do is, they earlier they have been using Google, so it is very easy for them to use Gemini, ChatGPT. So many AI tools are there. They are using that and they are submitting their assignments within no time, right? So now we formulate the question such that even the ChatGPT should not answer. Okay, so we are getting the questions in such a way that is with quantifying. So they should know how to evaluate. They should know how to understand. Through that only we are doing all the questions people know. Okay, now global collaboration. So we have to. We are not going to limit it to the regional, to Tamil Nadu or India. So we have to think in a global way. So what are the best practices followed across the globe? So those policies we can take and we can adopt to our students. Then it is nice that we will be using the emerging technologies. That is virtual reality, augmented reality. So how many of you shown the virtual reality concept and augmented reality concept to your students? Okay, so virtually, so I cannot get into Mars today. So if I'm going to talk about Mars, I can create a virtual reality and show the students how the Mars is going to be. They will be exploring, they'll be have the feel as though they were in the Mars. Okay, so next emerging technology is going to be quantum computing. Okay, so in another 5 years, okay, maximum 2030, so every one of us will be having the quantum computers. Okay, so classical, we will not be getting into the classical computers. Okay, so quantum is again and another research area which is evolving, and in the world, so many people have started working with the quantum. I think 5 quantum computers has been we are in use today. Okay. So you can use these technologies to teach the students with the AR, VR. So this is going to be future. So everything will be brought in front of them so that they will be using that. Okay. What are the policy consideration has to be made? So policy consideration in educating, integrating with AI. So I keep on talking. So there should be some ethics and responsible use. Okay, so these are some of the 8 points. Okay, so where all we have to use the policy consideration. So I'll talk one by one. So it is going to be ethical and responsible use. How ethical means the data has to be provided. That is, the data privacy and security should be there. Okay, bias and fairness. So you will be monitoring the AI system. Okay, for the recommendations and equity in the data sets. There should be some accountability. That is ethical and responsible use. Then curriculum and pedagogical integration. So how this AI literacy can be given to the students as well as teachers, how the curriculum can be reformed, and what are the assessment policies we are having to use. Okay. Then the infrastructure access. So I'll go. Okay, so here these are the that is ethical and responsible use, curriculum and pedagogical integration, infrastructure, how your classroom is going to be built, then teacher empowerment and capacity building. So these are some of the policy consideration we have to consider in the education integrity. So here this policy alignment can be got from NEP 2020, National AI Strategy, NITI, and we are having a Digital India and the SWAYAM, okay, which is going to give you the AI learning patterns. That is, I think many of our students, they are doing SWAYAM course or NPTEL course, which serves the enabling platform for AI enhanced learning. So I'll skip this slides. Policy. So here, so we'll be having out the key recommendations. So for the policies, whatever we have found. So what you have to formulate the national framework for AI in education under the Ministry of Education. So when I'm going to make policy, if I'm going to what I have to give to my students or for the college or for the university, what I'm going to decide. So you have to formulate it through the national. We have to align with the national framework. Okay, and so here this is more important. We have to establish the AI ethics and quality assurance. Okay, you have to mandate all AI literacy models, and you will be having out the public private partnership for AI enable infrastructure in schools and colleges. And so there should be some research ecosystem, research and innovation ecosystem. So whatever the new thing, whatever we are going to introduce, we don't know how much it is going to be successful, how much it is going to be taken by the students, right? So we have to do this, we have to foster the research and innovation ecosystem. So if you're going to take the ethics, as I was saying, or we have to follow the ethics, establish the ethics and the quality assurance boards. So we have to be stay in control, be fair and inclusive. Okay, so we have to respect the students. So we have to respect the students as people. They are our customers. So we keep on asking why they are doing this and how it can be made. Protection of their data is very, very important. So you have to check for the safety and the accuracy. We have to know what is our responsibility, and it has to be keep reflecting. So these are some of the key recommendations we'll be using on for the policy consideration. So some AI application in education. So next level is how the AI can be introduced in the education. Okay. So it is a personalized learning platform where it is, I should be able to give the personalized learning platform. So where you will be having the educational platform as well as the AI technologies will be there. That is adaptive learning, personalized content recommendations, and so we know that we are into the artificial intelligence age. Okay, where we have lot of informations are there. So you should give a proper guidance to the students which they have to follow. Okay, and okay, then AI application in education. So it is going to be the intelligent tutoring system. Okay, so this is going to be the Carney Learning's cognitive tutor cycle which has been given. Okay, So intelligent tutoring system provides students with, they will be having their personalized instruction, feedback. So we will be having mimicking one-to-one interaction as a human tutor. So it is going to provide the step-by-step guidance to the students. You can identify the learning gaps, okay, where the students are struggling and what kind of support can be provided. Or you can even get the immediate feedback based on their learning. Okay, based on the learning, immediately I'll be getting all the feedback. So if the students, they cannot do very well in the mathematical related problems, I can understand why. We can recommend them. Okay. So here in the university now we are having out, the learning can be given with the different tracks. So if I am very good in the security, cyber security, I can take all the courses which is going to be in the cyber security. So if I'm very good in blockchain concept, this few subjects I can take, that is going to be elective subject which is going to be provided. Okay. So that will help in the tutoring system. Okay, here the Carney Learning Cognitive Tutor uses AI to provide personalized math instruction, adapting each student to students' learning style and the space. As I was telling, so what is the style of learning? Student style of learning can be given here. So next, automated assessment tools. So here we'll be having out a grading system as soon as the students write the exam. So the assessment, okay, automated grading will be done, and immediately the feedback system also should be there where they are lagging. So if he has got full marks, if he's got average student, if he has failed, why he has failed. Okay, so it is going to highlight based on the students' work what is the strength and weakness of the students. So that can be given with the feedback. Okay, and we will be able to monitor the students' progress over time, identifying the trends and patterns. What is a pattern of learning? In the initial slides, also I was talking about pattern of learning is very important. So based on the pattern of learning, personalized learning can be given. Okay, so here the grade scope, this is a grade scope is going to be a tool. So which is a AI driven evaluation cycle. So what it is going to do is, it does the grading, it is going to give the feedback as well as the progress, students progress will be provided. Then AI, that is AI driven content creation. So if I wanted to create a content on some topic, if I wanted to create a content and give it to the students, so how this can be help me in creating the content. So first thing is, so you might have seen so many tools, right? So many tools. Yeah, I think in the 4 days you might have seen the tools, how to generate the lesson plan. Then we'll be giving the interactive exercises and the resources. So my style, so every day, so we are having a for I'm taking having class for PG. Okay, it is so for them. What I'll do is every that is I'll be having 1 hour and 2 hour class. So what I do is I prepare the quiz program. That is 10 or 15 questions I'll prepare, and I will be putting into the classroom. That is in the Teams. We are using a Teams platform. So as soon as I enter, first 5-10 minutes they'll be spending only for only for your quiz component. So for example, today I have thought about virtualization in cloud computing. The next class, the first 10 minutes they'll be spending for, they have to study and come in the class, and they'll be using it. Okay, which is going to be of MCQ type, objective type they'll be having on, and that mark will be taken as an activity mark. Okay, so this I'm using it, and for that I have to prepare the quiz, isn't it? Now I'm having out AI tool, so my workload that if I'm going to give, so I need some 10 questions on this topic, means it is creating me the quiz and it is going to give me. Okay, so we can use this tool for content creations, and we can go for having chatbots and virtual assistants are there. Then what are the best practices for implementing AI in education? Okay. So first is start with a clear goal. Okay, whatever we wanted to do. So we have to have the clear goal. So you are going to define what are the learning objective identify how AI can help achieve this goal. Okay, so now we are into the integration. We are into the integration of AI tool into our education or curriculum system. First thing is, first I have to be very clear. Okay, so if it is going to be, for example, if it is going to be data structure and algorithm is a course I'm going to conduct. Okay, so here I have to be very clear with the learning objectives. So every subjects they'll be giving a what is the course outcomes, learning objectives. Will I be able to meet out all these things? So will my students know if it is going to be an algorithm? Will they know what is a greedy algorithm? How to identify it is a greedy algorithm or a branch and bound algorithm or backtracking, whether I have to use a backtracking algorithm for solving this problem. So first I have to be very specific with the learning objectives. To the learning objectives, what kind of AI will help to achieve the goal. So first I have to be clear with the start with the clear goals. Then choose the right tools. So what I cannot use all the tools, isn't it? So you should know which tools I'm going to use. Oh, AI power tools. You might have learned so many tools in the last four session. I have also got some few tools. I don't know whether the time will be there for me to support that. So you will be teaching that teaching philosophy what the student needs. Okay. Then provide adequate training. First, you use the tools. You use the tools and see how it is going to be used, and then you can use it for the students. Then monitor and evaluate. Okay, continuously monitor and evaluate the impact of AI on students. That is, so instead of just teaching with the blackboard or the presentation, what changes has brought. So when I'm going to introduce AI tools, that is impact of AI in the students, whether it is in a positive inclination or whether there is no change means, so what changes I have to done next semester I can do that. Okay, so you have to keep monitoring and evaluating it. Then first you have to prioritize the ethical considerations when I'm going to use. Okay, then explain the person's roles or involvement in the event. So when I'm going to give this, so these are the best practices you have to follow. So when I'm going to use AI in the education, so each and every people role and what is their involvement in the team, in the event, you should be able to give. So even we sometimes what we will be doing is we'll be giving the street drama. Okay? Or they can take a concept if it is going to be a sorting algorithm. So we will be keeping the students. I can make the students stand in the stage having out the numbers and how the types of sorting can be taught using the dramatic way. So that and what is the person's role they have to understand. Okay, that is okay. This is start with a clear goals. So it is going to be AI integration in education. Okay, so you have the learning objectives and AI role. The same thing I have given it in a choose the right tools. Okay, then you should know understand AI tools. So what are the practical applications we are having on ethical consideration, troubleshooting, and how the teachers are going to use this tool. I think 5 more minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what are the benefits of AI in education? So what are the benefits? So it will be enhancing the personalization. It gives an increased efficiency. So AI will be automating the task, allowing educators to focus on the teaching. Then assessing becomes very easy. Okay, AI provides personalized support for the students with disabilities. Data driven insights. So you get all the informations, all the data insights for the instructional decision, and you will be able to engage learning experiences. Okay. So it is going to create a interactive and motivating learning environments. So these are some of the examples of AI, so which I have used for this presentation. Okay, so if you're going to take this, I'll scroll this chat GPT. Okay, so Chat GPT are used for curriculum development. So for curriculum development, identify what are the goals and objective for what, whether it is going to for engineering, for whatever it is, for the science or for SNH. So you have to identify what is the purpose. Okay. Then you will analyze the requirements and standards. Then you need the assessment. That is, with the stakeholders, we'll have the discussion. The framework will be formulated, assessment tools. So this is how the curriculum can be developed using your chat GPT. I use a chat GPT. So whatever the prompt you're giving, based on the prompt, you'll be getting out this curriculum design. Okay, so how you are going to use a prompt engineering? So in the prompt engineering, we'll be having a system prompt, how the developer, this is for the developer and the user prompt. So you can remember with RTCFR, RTCFR. So what is the role? What is the task, content, a few short or response format. So this can be given. Defines what is the role, AI's perspective. For example, you can give, you are a data analyst. I'm a data analyst. With respect to this, I need the sales trends I need. Okay, I can give the context. Okay, so I need for the 3 regions or data from Jan to June. Okay, and you can give an example and what is the response format you want, whether you want it in a form of a bullet points or whether you want it in a summary points. So this can be given using the prompt engineering. Okay. So these are some of, this is a mid journey, so which is going to create an image. Okay, GitHub, okay, which is going to be a code assistant, Jasper for the content creation, and stable diffusion. So it will be creating the image. So this is a very beautiful tool where you can use based on the prompt, whatever you're giving, it is going to give you the beautiful picture. That is whatever the content you're giving. So based on that. And this is a Gemini, again, which is used for the content creation. So these are the challenges and ethical consideration, data privacy and security. Then we'll be having out the algorithmic bias, digital divide, teacher training support should be there. Okay. So I'll conclude. So AI has the potential to transform education, creating more personalized, efficient, and engaging learning platform. Sorry, able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
So we're carefully considering what are the opportunities and challenges associated with the artificial intelligence, educators, policymakers can create effective and learning environment for the students. The future of education is undoubtedly intertwined with AI, and embracing this technology thoughtfully and strategically, we will keep to unlocking its full potential. Okay, so these are some of the references I have taken. So the last four is going to be taken from the National Education Policy with the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Then Natural Strategy for the Artificial Intelligence, that is NITI-IO, and UNESCO. So UNESCO, AI and Education, so for the policy makers. So these are some of the papers I have referred. If you have any questions, answers, you can go.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, I have done with my presentation. So if you have any queries, I'm here to answer. which is slowly. So we'll be having so many models of educations which we can try. Okay, by trial and error. So whichever is the best we can take for our curriculum development. So if you want,
Participants, any other queries? Ma'am, shall we start the valedictory session, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah.
No queries, sir. Madam had asked whether there are any queries. Anybody wants to question? அதுக்குள்ள நீங்க valedictory போலான்னு டமால்னு அடிச்சிட்டீங்க சோஃபியா.
So I've asked all the participants.
Let
Said
the
no.
participants respond or react to
Yes,
what
sir.
Madam has
Yes,
talked.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
அதுக்கப்புறம் யாரும் இல்லைன்னா you can go for valedictory. Fine.
Sir, actually, in WhatsApp group, they are sending the query, sir. We'll forward to that. And
சொல்லணும்ல, you have to tell her, no?
okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
She will answer back. Apna.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Madam, this question has come in WhatsApp. Please give an answer.
no, here itself they can discuss in this forum itself. They can give the queries. I can see the queries and I can
Even,
answer.
yes, yes. Nice of you, madam, for having joined and given a wonderful speech, lecture.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
So Winston is my student. Okay, so when he approached me, I
Oh,
said, okay. Actually, I think this has to be done earlier, 3 or 4 months before.
uh-huh.
Due to some reasons, it has been postponed, and he told me, ma'am, we can have it in the month of October. So as he approached me, so
Very nice.
as he's my student, I cannot deny. So I said, I'll do it for you.
Winston, thank you very much for bringing such a wonderful resource person for the 5-day FDP. Winston.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. நல்லா தானே இருந்த ஏன் டமால்னு மாறிட்ட
Sir, ma'am, sir is for Dean Arts and Science, ma'am. Our PC sir is also in the session. Is ma'am. Dr. N. Malmurugan sir, Vice Chancellor is also available.
is joined, huh?
Join, ma'am. Sir is signed there.
Sorry, sir.
Sir, no
Welcome,
problem.
sir.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Please proceed. Please continue.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
A very good afternoon to one and all present here. With immense pleasure, I welcome you all to the valedictory session of the 5 days National Online Faculty Development Program on the theme AI-powered pedagogy, integrating artificial intelligence tools in modern classrooms, organized by the Department of Computer Science, St. Peter's Institute of Higher Education and Research. Over the past 5 days, we have explored the fascinating world of artificial intelligence and its transformative role in modern education. Today, as we mark the conclusion of this enriching journey, let us celebrate the learning, collaboration, and inspiration that this FDP has offered us. To begin this wonderful session, it gives me great pleasure to invite Dr. S. Brinda, Professor and Head Department of Computer Science, SPIHA, to deliver the welcome address. Madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to all. With the blessings of the Almighty, we are gathered here today to mark the successful conclusion of our 5 days FDP on AI-powered pedagogy integrating artificial intelligence tools in modern classrooms, organized by the Department of Computer Science, St. Peter's Institute of Higher Education and Research, in collaboration with this GoTech Private Limited, Chennai. It is my privilege and honor to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to each one of you to this validatory session, a moment of celebration, reflection, and gratitude after 5 days of impactful learning, collaboration, and digital innovation. This FTP has truly demonstrated our institute's continuous commitment to academic excellence, digital transformation, and future-ready education, strongly aligned with the vision of NEP 2020 and outcome-based education. Outest, I extend my heartfelt gratitude and warmest welcome to our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. T. Bonmadina, and Trustee Dr. T. Lasia, whose dynamic vision and constant encouragement continue to guide our institution toward new horizons of excellence. A very special welcome to our Vice Chancellor, Dr. N. Malmurugan, for his unwavering support, leadership, and continuous motivation in fostering an environment of academic excellence and innovation. Our heartfelt appreciation also goes to our Dean Arts Science, Commerce Management and Humanities, Major Dr. M. Venkatramanan, whose valuable guidance, constant support, and academic leadership have been instrumental in shaping the success of this FDP. We are equally privileged to welcome our distinguished resource persons, eminent academicians, and industry experts for generously sharing their wisdom and expertise on responsible and innovative applications of AI in education. We are honored to have received an overwhelming response with 100 participants from 34 reputed institutions across Chennai, Bangalore, Puducherry, and other regions of India, reflecting the strong commitment within academia to embrace AI-driven pedagogy and transforming learning environments for the future. As we step into the validated celebration of this FDP, let us carry forward the insights gained, the skills acquired, and the passion to innovate in teaching and learning so that together we can continue to build a learner-centric, technology-enriched academic ecosystem. Once again, I warmly welcome all the dignitaries, resource persons, participants, organizing committee members, and my dear faculty colleagues to this validatory session. Let us now celebrate the successful culmination of this program with pride and positively. Thank you, one and all, and a warm welcome once again.
Thank you, ma'am, for your warm wishes. We are truly honored to have with us Dr. N. Malmurugan, Vice Chancellor of PIHER, whose visionary leadership continues to inspire us towards excellence. I now invite our respected Vice Chancellor, Dr. N. Malmurugan, to deliver the valedictory address. Over to you, sir.
Very good afternoon and good evening. At the outset, I'm very happy to be part of this validatory function of FDP on AI in education. AI is now inevitable and growing technology. We cannot live in the near future without AI. I recall the days of mobile phone was introduced. When it was introduced, it was with only few people. Then later it became part and parcel of everybody. The similar way, AI is now coming into our life. AI will be there everywhere hereafter. We'll be going for AI in healthcare, AI in legal side, AI in education, then AI in construction, AI in smart manufacturing. Everywhere you're going to find AI now. What's the beauty now is like without AI and without knowing about its concept also we can use AI now. There are plenty of tools available in the market. Plenty of tools. Some of them are free. Some of them are proprietary. You have to buy. But anyway, the tools are now available abundantly everywhere. And many of you may be knowing various platforms, the vendors. I can call vendors service providers. Google is giving Gemini. Now Gemini is 2.0 is available. Suppose if you go for an OpenAI, now O3 is available. And suppose if you look at Alibaba Queen 2.5 is now available. There are many tools available. Even Elon Musk is coming with the Grook, his own platform. It is very powerful, unmatching. It gives 92% accuracy, very powerful platform. LLM is given by Elon Musk. So there are many tools available now in the market. Even people may know about only ChatGPT. ChatGPT 4 is also part of OpenAI O3. Some of them are very good for various applications. But if you look at the popular one is China's DeepSeek is now very popular for the reason that it is only one AI model available for open source. All the remaining all proprietary, but it is only open source. But we don't bother about all these LLMs. At least we can know about various tools. Because future education is only with the AI. Without AI, we cannot do any education in any level of education, whether it's school education or college education or research. Wherever we do our learning, teaching and learning, we have to use AI compulsorily. This is the order of the day. If I say I don't know AI, then I cannot do any wonders. Even for making PPT, we are using AI now. For making even our profile, we are making now AI. So AI is very powerful now. It's coming in our way, and probably right. Some of the right, the speed of AI is very remarkable. Even if you look at right, recently right, I have gone through DeepSeek right. The time with which it goes through right trillions of tokens. They call tokens now. So all the database they're searching, it is giving answer immediately, and some of the answer we cannot search easily also. So it is very powerful now. And as far as teaching learning is concerned, there are many tools available. Even some of you maybe know some of. I'm giving going to give some very few tools. Smart Sparrow is one of the tools available in AI. It is AI tool. It is mainly meant for right your lesson planning dynamically. Suppose if you want to make a dynamic lesson planning, and if you want to go for adaptive learning and more student-centric learning, then you have to go for those tools. And even for right your tracking the assignments or giving assignments, some tools are available. Maybe that great there is a great scale, great scope. One tool is available. We can right use it for right making assignment grading also, and we can identify right the students who are good and students who are the average level. All we can make some analysis by using these tools. Even for those subjects also AI tools available. And right, many of us may be knowing about Kahoot, the online quiz tool. Now it uses AI for interactive quizzes. So we can connect a quiz, we can interact with their levels. So the knowledge and skills can be easily analyzed by using all the AI tools. And I hope these 5 days FDP might have given you right all the insights into right AI in the education. Even many books are available now. Learning by using AI book is available. Teaching by using AI is available. AI in education available. I think even if you go through Google, you can find minimum 100 books. AI in teaching learning. So now it has grown to this much level. So all the teachers, whether they belong to computer science or non-computer science team, they have to learn AI compulsorily for being a right future teacher in the classroom. I really appreciate the efforts taken by the Department of Computer Science in general and Dr. Brinda in particular for organizing this wonderful 5 days FDP in the right topic, because this is the topic to be taken for all the teachers in the current time, because nobody knows about right what tools available, how to use it, what is the role of AI in education. So even we introduce all those things to the teachers now. So this is the right time for taking this kind of FDP, and I'm very happy to know that 100 participants across the country for all these 5 days they have taken right a nice takeaway from this this FDP. So I wish very all the best for all the participants for joining in this 5 days FDP in online. And right, really right, I wish once again right all the success for the both the participants and the department right for this 5 days FDP online.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and for guiding us with your valuable insights. Your encouragement motivates us to continue exploring the integration of AI tools in teaching and learning. Now, let's hear from our enthusiastic participants who have been an integral part of this FDP. We would like to invite few participants to share their reflections, experiences, and key takeaways from these 5 days of learning. Participants, you can share your feedback about this FDP. I kindly request the participants to share their valuable feedback about the sessions that impressed them a lot. It would be great if you could turn on your cameras and unmute yourselves to share your feedbacks.
Shall I do it?
Welcome, sir.
Yeah. First of all, good afternoon to everyone. It was really a nice session so far in these 4 to 5 days. Thank you very much for arranging this FTP. I'm working in a college, and being that I listened and got a lot of insights and learnings as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else willing to share your feedback?
Ma'am, can I add few things to this?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
I'm the president here. So I have
Yeah.
attended this 5 days FDP program. It was very useful. Like we as faculties, we have to teach many things like from the internet only. So how AI is playing an important role in education field. We learned to use new AIs instead of relying on only one tool. So it was very information and it was very useful. Thank you.
Thank you, Subhashini.
Madam, you wanted to tell something.
Yeah. So there are, with respect to the artificial intelligence, there are 10 stages of artificial intelligence. And now we are in the 5th stage, that is artificial generative AI. Okay, in the future, we will be witnessing super intelligent AI, self-aware AI, transcendent AI, cosmic AI. So where we can see the AI will be moving between the planets, in the universe, they'll be roaming. And the last stage has been predicted as godlike AI. So though they have been knowing out what are the various stages of AI, still few jobs cannot be replaced with AI. Okay, so some jobs like, so I would like to highlight like healthcare, social services, and more importantly, in the education, teacher's job cannot be replaced by AI. It can be added to it, but teacher cannot be replaced. So I just wanted to inform this. I wanted to add to this. Thank
True,
you.
ma'am. Thanks for this valuable insights. Ma'am, shall we go ahead with the photo session?
No one is done, I can go move on.
Okay. Thank you to all the participants for your participation and for the participants who have given their valuable feedback. Let's now capture this memorable moment. I request everyone to kindly turn on their cameras and join for a quick virtual photo session to commemorate the success of our FDP.
Can we move on?
Every successful event is the result of the effort and cooperation of many individuals. To express our gratitude, I now invite Mrs. J. A. Sophia, Assistant Professor from Department of Computer Science, PIHER, to propose the vote of thanks.
Excuse me, I will
Good
leave.
afternoon to one and all.
Okay,
Sir,
I'm just leaving. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best. I am sure that the
thank you so much, sir, for joining
FDP
us.
has been a grand success. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon and all present here. On behalf of the Department of Computer Science, it's my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks for the valedictory session of a 5 days national level faculty development program on the title AI Powered Pedagogy, Integrating Artificial Intelligence Tools in Modern Classrooms. First and foremost, I express my heartfelt gratitude to our respected Vice Chancellor Dr. Malmurugan sir for their continuous support and guidance. And our deep appreciation goes to our academic leaders, Dr. L. Mahesh Kumar sir, Registrar, Dr. M. Palanisamy sir, Dean PDA, Major Dr. M. Venkatramanan sir, Dean FAS CMNH, and CS Ravichandran, Dean Engineering and Technology, Dr. Rani Hema Malini, Ma'am, Director IQAC, and Dr. S. Chalanari, Ma'am, Deputy Dean of Faculty FAS CMH, for their inspiring presence and continuous support in all our academic endeavors. A special appreciation to our convener, Dr. S. Brinda, Professor and Head, Department of Computer Science, and Organizing Secretary, Dr. D. Suresh sir and his team for their dedicated efforts in organizing this enlightening FDP. We deeply give thanks to all the speakers of these 5 days FDP program for their effort and expertise brought to each session, making this FDP a meaningful learning experience for all participants. All of your words will surely guide us in our professional journey and in enhancing the quality of teaching and learning. Heartfelt thanks to all the faculty participants from various institutions for their enthusiastic involvement. Finally, special thanks to our technical and organizing team for their seamless coordination and behind the scenes support. Thank you, one and all. Let's us continue to explore, innovate, and transform education through AI in the coming days. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Participants, the feedback and the certificate link will be shared in chat box now. Kindly fill both the links and the certificate will be received to your mail within a week.
Thank you, organizers. I will take a leave. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Participants, we are having for another one meeting. So we will now leave it, and the feedback of the last day and the certificate link should be shared in the WhatsApp group itself. Thank you so much.